guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we will be unboxing one figure, a very exciting figure. This is one of my holy grails, probably the most sought after figure that I am looking for. So I'm very, very excited. She's been here for about 2 weeks, but I had to wait until a filming day, basically a weekend where I can film to open her up, because I really wanted to open her for you guys on camera. So I'm super excited. So if the set decorating wasn't a dead giveaway, the figure that I'm talking about is the Jeanne figure by Ulta, and I didn't do a dramatic box reveal because the box is so heavy. I didn't think I could do one. Oh my gosh. There. She's huge! This box is massive! She's like menacingly on the corner of the video. When I saw her go for pre-order, I was just getting back into figure collecting, and I really only just got into Fate and FGO. And I remember thinking, wow, this is sick, I want it. But it was, let me see, retail, it was 29,000 yen. And I thought, a year and a half ago, I was like, that is so expensive. Who the hell would pay that much money for a figure? So I didn't pre-order her, and I kind of regretted the entire time. And I actually saw someone at my work, in my office. They had a package arrive at the office, and it was this figure, and I was like, what the f? A, someone at work I didn't know collected figures, and B, they just happened to buy my holy grail figure. And when I saw it in person there, I knew I should have pre-ordered her. I really f***ed up, and I really want it. I know when she dropped, people weren't entirely happy with the base, particularly the base. The black disc was a bit of a miss, and I think they were a little bit disappointed with the face. It wasn't as good as the prototype, but I went and watched all the videos highlighting this figure, and at the end I still really wanted it, so here we are, I have it! So I picked her up from Ami. She was 35,000 yen. I think she was condition B. That's obviously really expensive. It's more expensive than retail. It's used, so it's expensive for a used figure. But I've kind of seen what kind of prices she goes for on Yahoo Japan auctions and other things, and I was happy with that price. I actually picked her up with my YouTube money that I've been saving up, and so in a way, it was really nice to be able to buy my holy grail figure from the money that I made from, starting a YouTube channel and sharing figures with you. So also super thank you to everyone who watches my videos and has subscribed. That has enabled me to, save up the money to buy this magnificent figure. So thank you guys very much. I'm very excited. One other thing is that this wall scroll behind me, which is super cool, this is pretty new. This is a Kawasaki wall scroll. There are so many amazing Kawasaki wall scrolls that are out there. I think they get pretty expensive in the aftermarket, but I was so happy when I saw this one on sale on Melon Books. I just had to get it. It's beautiful. Okay, let's open this. Oh, look at these stained glass windows they put in the box as well. Very classy. Oh my goodness. There we go. She's so heavy. Alright, we have a one-pager of instructions as well. Alright, books down. Oh my gosh! I'm so keen! She's such a big figure as well. She basically will take up one entire Dettol shelf, I'm sure. Oh yes! Oh my god! Okay, I don't know how to extract this. Oh my god. Look at this. That is so awesome. So she has like her cape on, which I don't think she does in my other figure. I don't know. Is this her third ascension or something? I don't actually have Jolter in my game, but I have rolled for her plenty of times. Bit salty about that. Yeah, just 400 quartz down the drain. This looks really nice. She's really heavy, but I'm already so in love with all of the shading on the cape, even on her like skirt bit underneath. I should have read the instructions. I should have started with the instructions. All right, this is the base. This I can understand. This is the base. You see, this is what people were not entirely impressed with, that they just put the rock on like 50% of it. This looks like a piece of steak in a bit. Your steak, sir. That's a shit joke. That's not gonna make the cut of the video. I don't know, I think I'm like kind of shaking. Actually nervous opening this on camera, I don't know. Alright, legs into the base, step 1. So you can actually do that now, and then I can leave her out of the box. Boom. Alright, she's in the base. I feel a lot better now because I can put her down. She's so heavy. Let me go and put her there. And let me get into phase 2 of the box. The blister pack in the blister pack. I didn't mention earlier, but shipping for this figure was like, it cost so much. To the point where when I actually got the Army payment request and I saw the shipping, so C-mail was out of the option. Her box is too big for C-mail. So it had to be DHL, which costs a ton. And it was so expensive that I had to, like, I immediately went onto a bunch of other sites that were selling her, even like auctions and things, just to see, like, was it still a good price given that I had to pay the shipping fee? But, like, for example, on Stellaris, she was more expensive on there than her price on Army plus shipping, and I would have had to pay shipping on Stellaris anyway. I think at the end of the day, like, shipping that big a box from Japan to Australia was gonna cost money, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone in Australia sell her. Because if I had, I would have just bought it. Like, yes, I love flags. I love figure with flags, so I love racing figures. I do think the figures have this like flag tax where if a figure has a flag, it's like $30 more expensive automatically. I also see the dumb supports that people don't like about this figure. We'll get into that in a minute. Here's the flag. It's like as big, it's as tall as the figure itself. All right, okay, I've put her on like a shoebox, so she's actually in frame. Okay, so step 1, thread this through her hand. Oh my god, no.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Step 2. I'm stuck already. What? She just like broke. Oh no. No. Okay. Alright, so oh no, I'm actually gutted. Was that me? Was this an Army misgrade? So basically, she had a little nub support here that has come off of the flag and it's now stuck in the hole it's supposed to be in. But it kind of looks like it's been broken before and re-glued on. I don't know about that. I feel like an Army C is when it's broken, not a B. So maybe maybe I just never read it too clearly, but I'm obviously irritated. Okay, so I can salvage this. I need to glue this bit back on, but I don't know if I have like figure glue. Thing is, I don't want to try and like put it together if it's not gonna have that support that it needed, because I could just break it even more. Okay, I am back. I'm calmer. I have recovered from what happened. So I obviously put it together. I basically glued the like joint back on and let it dry, and I was able to put it together. So I'm happy with that. That it could have been worse. I did put up the, there'll be B-roll I'm sure, but the kind of display supports, and I do feel like I definitely need them, especially considering that the joint here broke. I am a little bit upset that I bought it as a B, which I think means like, yeah, there's general wear and tear, but it's not broken. It's used, but it's not damaged. Whereas what I think has probably happened is that the previous owner had that joint break. They've glued it back together so that it looks fine if you're just looking at the piece. But when you actually fiddle with the joint and push it in and you know, get a bit rough with it, it broke. So because I could see that there was existing glue in there, like there was something in there. So I think it's been broken once before. So maybe Army just didn't know when they were looking over the parts that this was a part that hadn't glued back. But apart from, you know, how dramatic that was, here she is. I built her and I think she looks amazing. Like, I think she is stunning. I am so in love with, you know, like Jolta herself. I think she is sculpted beautifully, and I think there is so much detail in her armor, in all of her fabric, and also in the shading. It's amazing. There's little patterns etched into her like short sleeves, which I only notice now when I'm looking at her up close. I think the way that they've sculpted the folding fabrics along her skirt and in her cape is so impressive, and it makes this figure look insanely cool. I agree with basically everyone else that I think the base could have all been rock. It looks a bit lame with the big black disc at the bottom. I'm kind of torn on the support poles, like whether I'd just rather they not be required at all, but then like looking at the figure and looking at the weight distribution, it's like if they did the flag smaller and less grand, then they wouldn't need a support pole. So would I rather a less, you know, long and magnificent figure with no support poles, or this with this ugly gross pole? I don't really know. I think maybe they could have made it clear, at least then I won't see it as much. But I am still in love with this figure. I knew about its flaws before I picked it up, and I still decided to drop, you know, 35,000 yen and pick her up anyway, so I'm obviously fine with it. It's actually surreal to see her here. I've like been materializing wanting this figure for so long. I kind of don't know what to do now, because it's always been very obvious. It's like, what's my holy grail? Oh, it's this. Jolta, Alta squared, whatever. But now that I own it, have I reached like figure collecting nirvana? So she won't fit in my D12 because my D12 is at capacity. So she's gonna have to go on top, which I'm not a fan of because I don't really want it to get dusty, and with how fragile these poles are, like, I do not want her to get knocked or anything. So can't wait till I move out and I can buy another D12 and have her own dedicated shelf. I had the Jolton Android in the back, but you can't even see her, so I'll put it— oh shit, nearly just like knocked her pole out. I'll put her here with her mummy. They're so cute. So now that I have this figure, I feel like it's also a massive like good luck shrine when I try to roll Jolter again in FGO. You know, now that I have this, I can manifest her in my game as well. Oh, I love her. I'm just looking at the little screen on my camera and she's taking up like a good 30% of the shot. I love it. She's so amazing. So thank you guys for following me on this journey of opening my Holy Grail and then breaking it and having to fix it. I am bummed that she is obviously damaged. I had to glue a part back together. But now that she's here and she looks fine, like she can stand up fine, I'm really okay with it. I'm glad that it's a joint that broke, not say like any cosmetic thing on the figure itself. Oh, I just like touched it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your Holy Grail is, how ridiculously expensive it is in the comments. Cool, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya, bye-bye. Wave, guys. Wave your flags.